The first human trials of embryonic stem cells are now underway. A private genetics lab here in Chicago claims to be one of the world's largest holders of stem cell lines, but that lab has been denied federal funding. It's concerned that many of these lines will now go to waste. The Reproductive Genetics Institute is a private lab right here in Chicago that for decades has created human embryonic stem cells marked with different diseases. The hope was some 47 stem cell lines they have collected could be used as government research to combat illnesses such as muscular dystrophy and Huntington's disease, just to name a few. But this past summer, a federal health panel denied RGI funding because of concerns about some legal language used in their consent forms. RGI believes its lines could give scientists insight into the way genetic defects develop and how they can be treated.
Now we have over 300 different embryonic stem cell lines, of which about 100 of them are with different genetic disorders, and all others are normal embryonic stem cell lines.
The lines come from embryos for in vitro fertilization that were not used and donated. The lab helped establish what is known as pre-implantation genetic diagnosis. That's where a couple's embryo can be checked for mutations before being implanted. RGI says the embryos would have been destroyed anyway. The lab also says patients were not compensated in any way for these embryos, and it adds it cannot donate these stem cell lines to any other institution because they would still need government funds to work with these lines. So in the meantime, the lines will remain frozen and could eventually be discarded. Opponents say extracting cells from embryos is a destruction of human life and should not be allowed or supported with federal research dollars.